Eastwood picks up as tier 1 and says testing 1 2 3.
End of line.
Hello, and Eastwood Peak, thank you for the Tier 1 sub and for 29 months. I very much appreciate that. Hello, everyone. So we are continuing on with the Simon repairs. The new thing we have is this, CLR. Now, this is generally what I tend to use for removing battery corrosion damage. And we're going to try that out today. I finally picked some up. Actually, I haven't even opened it yet. So I have an unused spray bottle that I think I might actually put this in. So we'll probably do that today.
New sub as tier 1 and says
End of line.
Retro Engineer, thank you for the Tier 1 sub and for 29 months there. You guys are hearing the deck talk, right? I mean... Okay, just making sure. And whatever Dogface is. Alright, just double checking there. So yeah, the thing about this is we have this Simon to repair, but probably also that, and then I got one more back here as well. So we got Simon, Super Simon, and Pocket Simon, and I assume they all have battery damage. This one was known not to work before I bought it. This one supposedly works. I haven't tested it. I'm not even going to before I open it because, yeah, I just assume that they all have battery damage. So, yeah, today we're just going to be going through and looking at all of these Simons because I want to know what works, what doesn't, and try and get them all fixed. So, now I just have this in case of chat. I think I do have one with water over there, but I rarely use it. It actually makes me a little nervous now how long it's been sealed with water in it. So, yeah. But, all right. Let's see.
David Phantom says no, we are not hearing the deck talk, hence why I am wasting bits on a deck talk message I cannot hear. CHER 100. That was sarcasm, by the way.
End of line.
David, thank you for the 100 bits. So, all right, let's get started. Actually, I want to grab the empty spray bottle right now. Just go ahead and get this set up. Oh, you know, technically I have two. Just one of them, someone, I'm not naming names, put the spray top on top of a bottle of isopropanol. I don't know who did that. That would be really a bad idea. All right. So much Simon, yeah. So why? Oh, I know why. Okay, one moment. I did forget a thing here. Wait. Where did I put that? Uh-oh. This is a kind of crucial component. There we go. Idiot. Why did I move that? All right. The arm camera here uses a joiner to connect the HDMI cable that's permanently on the arm to the cable that actually connects to the ATEM. And I had reused that for teleprompter stuff that I did. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. No YouTube stream today? There is a YouTube one going on. At least there should be. Double checking. Yeah, there is. It's going. YouTube not working? What do you mean? Hold on. I see it. Oh my gosh, why is it unlisted? What? How did that even happen? One moment. Oh, it is working, just no one but me can see it. Public. There. Why? Oh, I know why. Okay, there we go. Hi, everyone over on a different platform. Yeah. So, my apologies. I had copied the settings from the last Simon stream where it didn't go so great, and that apparently copied the unlisted property as well. I didn't know that would happen. So, yeah, oops. But there we go. All right, now we can continue. Okay. Hey, look,
David
the
Phantom
camera
says
works.
The secret Amazon ninjas did it.
Yeah.
CHEER 100.
End of line.
All right. Now, before we do this, I want to demonstrate the CLR battery acid removal capabilities here. So, this is the logic board for this, and these are the battery contacts. Now, I had sanded these down last time because, yeah, they're in real bad shape. But to demonstrate this, let me get some of that going here, and I'm going to grab, here's a random cotton swab. Let me get the CLR open, and I want you to see how this reacts and why I tend to use CLR. There are plenty of ways that people recommend doing this. I just have found CLR works. So. All right. Come on. Why is this not here? Just, Oh my gosh, it's always so difficult to open. There we go. All right.
Chlorocoon says secret Amazon ninja secret till listed on the Amazon front page as a daily offer. Get them on subscription. CHEER 100.
End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. So here we can see there's still a little bit of green corrosion going on this, even though I tried to get it all off. So we're just going to get a swab dipped in CLR here and work on this, and boom, it pretty much all comes off. And that's the effect I'm looking for. That sudsing that you're seeing there, that will happen when there is a lot more as well. And I think there was some in this, yeah, that I could not get. Also, I'm curious, what does the color look like after? Actually, whatever that discoloration is, it helped a lot with that too. That might be the R in the CLR that it's helping with. Yeah, so maybe that will demonstrate why I tend to go for this stuff, because that worked really good. What's with the black stuff here? Can this, no, I can't get off whatever that is. But it's doing a real good job of all the other stuff. Okay, let's look over the other battery contact that I had to clean up here. So what you're looking for is blood hydrogen peroxide reaction. Look, yes, essentially. All right, pull this back out so you can see a little easier this time. Okay. So keep in mind that these were copper-coated, like, steel tabs. So I can see a little bit more right there. Let's go ahead and wipe that off. So yeah, definitely did not get all that off last time, and the stick just snapped, so that's fun. All right. Yeah. Massive improvement overall, though. Okay. Yeah, right tool for the job, not just sanding. So, yep. All right, I'm going to ditch that one because it broke. Is there DIY method to replate with copper? So 1010, I have a theory for how to do it, but I haven't properly tried it. But I will say I have done at-home electroplating. So it's technically possible, but not easy. So, all right. Now that we have demonstrated that that works, I'm going to go ahead and fill up my spray bottle. Because one problem with this is that I like to use the swabs, but that's not super easy. So we're just going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and not put all of it in there. That looks delicious. Which is concerning, because it just looks like Mountain Dew. It's probably been a decade since I've had Mountain Dew, now that I think about it. Wow. Yeah, it looks like Mountain Dew, for sure. All right, I'm going to really quick grab a piece of blue tape so I can write down what that is, because that also kind of looks slightly similar to my simple green. So I just want to make sure that this is marked as CLR. All right. Yeah, I haven't had sugar since 2014, so yeah, no Mountain Dew. All right. I got a dumb thing I want to try. It's very, very dumb. Like super duper weird, dumb. Why even try? But I kind of want to know. Okay, CLR does not
David
fluoresce.
says CLR warnings include avoid prolonged breathing of mists or vapors. Use
Look at
it
that,
with
though.
adequate ventilation. Do not use it in closed or confined spaces. Wear rubber gloves with a protective cuff. CHER 100.
End of line.
David, thank you for the 100 bits. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that's the same MSDS recommendation for every chemical. It probably says to do that with water. All right. Where is my container? Yeah, that. That. It does say that over water, yeah. Okay. So I have worked on this a little bit already, as is obviously shown by the battery contact damage. But we also found battery damage on the traces on the main board right here. So
NEODRAGON 90SIZHER 100. Yes, definitely avoid breathing liquid dihydrogen monoxide.
End of line.
Neo Dragon, thank you for the 100 bits. All right, so yeah, this is the corrosion damage on here, and I can tell you this right here is bare FR4 PCB. It has eaten through the traces, and with the CLR, we should be able to get the rest of the corrosion off of there and see how bad this really is. So let me get this primed. Maybe let's open it. There we go. All right. So let's see how bad this is. Man, that immediately made this so much easier to see. Okay. So I'm trying to be a little abrasive with this so it can knock off whatever has actually failed. Which I think the answer is most of it. Alright. Yeah, it's not looking great. Oh, this is FR2. You're right. Yeah, FR2 is... Yeah, this is FR2. There is a difference. FR4 is the woven fiberglass. Yeah. Okay. I want paper towels. Probably a bunch. All right. Think it's dissolving the cotton bud? I don't think so. All right. All right, so the green that's left on there, I'm pretty sure is solder mask that's being raised up. Yeah, we can see a lot of traces took some heavy damage there, unfortunately. A little bit more right there, maybe there, and there. As well as, geez, actually, it's kind of all over. So there's some here, little here, down there, right there. Geez. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of poke around here. Ultrasonic cleaner filled with CLR. That would be kind of interesting. I'd be a little nervous, though. Hardly Wogan, that is what these are. So, yeah. This one I believe is actually probably like 1979 Simon, but the one that's in this box is proper 1978. There are minor differences between them. I guess MSDS would recommend not putting CLR in a ultrasonic cleaner. It feels like a bad idea. So I think some of the flux might have been corrosive. Oh, somehow there was damage. There's really weird damage in places I wouldn't think here. This is pretty bad. I think all of the real Simons will say 1978 on them. But one of mine is patent pending, and the other one has a patent number on it. So there is some minor difference there. So this area may not be as bad. But yeah, some of this, it got under the solder mask on just like copper planes here and just ate it. And broke the stick again. Man, these suck. When did they stop making them? Probably never. They probably went straight from the original target audience to nostalgia for parents to buy their own kids. I'm sure Hasbro or maybe Milton Bradley, since that's who this is, but they
David
probably
Phantom
merged
says
like
this
12
doesn't
times.
like a blob chipboard. How does it work? CHEER 100.
Huh?
End of line.
No, there's an actual chip there. Like, look, it's a chip. It's a Texas Instruments chip. What is it? It's an MP330. That is just that's a 75494. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to guess that that's just Texas Instruments ASIC, essentially. It's something that they made. Maybe it's a microcontroller. I don't know. It has code stored on it. I'm not sure. There's little drops of battery damage all over this thing. Hasbro, Simon? Yeah, so Hasbro and Milton Bradley must have merged by now. Hasbro's, for some reason, the only surviving brand, I think. No, that's not true. Tomy, I believe, is still around. Forgot about that. I think they are. I think they make weird stuff now, but I think they're still around. All right, this one is worn through to the stick. Okay. So, I have a better idea of what all the damage is. Was there a time Tony didn't make weird stuff? Yeah. TI speech chip was and everything? Well, this is not that. No, I have not tried fiberglass scrub brushes. Right, I would like to find my Kester solder for this. There it is. Do think it might be time to retire the Radio Shack solder to be a historical artifact. Let's not immediately drop the soldering iron. That would be bad. All right. The next step I'm going to be doing here is using the soldering iron to replate the exposed copper, and then we're also going to run new traces for the traces that are just gone. All right, getting a couple of tools out here. Know this does have a TI chips, commenting on chips being one thing versus not. Ah. Yeah. Speaking to Simon, yeah. Speaking Simon would be pretty sweet. Man, there's more damage right there I didn't get to. Jeez. This thing is not doing great. But, you know, it might have had batteries in it for like 45 years, so who knows? Maybe it came out relatively unscathed. All right. Let's try doing some soldering recovery now. One nice thing about the solder is it will burn through some of the corrosion and solder mask. So we'll see how this goes. It'll also highlight where stuff is just doing really bad. Yeah, that's awful. Okay. I might need the sandpaper for some of this. Where did I put that? Maybe we use this. So I'm going to grab a box cutter to do this more directly here. How long before you repair the controller from Stop Thief? I don't know what that is. Battery compartment covers, 3D printed. Yeah, we do have to do that. I'm missing the 9-volt battery covers. Little bit of copper damage there. Cleaned a few past components, don't really know what to replace them with. Yeah, that could be difficult, especially things like surface mount capacitors that just aren't labeled. Yeah. Your best bet is to try and figure out where they were in the circuit and see if you can find like a data sheet for a nearby chip or something to see if there was a recommendation from the manufacturer of what to put there. All right, a little bit of flux over that. There we go. So that trace is now bridged. So that one will be good. I think I should do this one too. I wish the speaker would unplug, but it's hardwired and I don't want to desolder it. There's still enough copper under that one. Let me give you guys a more overhead view here, because this is going to be a lot of precise fiddly work here. Let me give that just a small drop of this. Okay. All right, let's try solder. Not particularly thrilled with how that came out. I may need to get a solvent in here before I try to put the flux and solder on. At the least, this will work for now. So for the next ones, let me grab some isopropanol here, and then we'll try cleaning it off with that first. Okay. Let's see, scraping noises. My best friend right here. Yeah. Small ceramic capacitors near the battery. One right next to the AT power pins. The other, I think there were. Well, usually really small ceramic capacitors, as long as you're not talking leaded, you're talking surface mount, they might have just been 100 nanofarad power smoothing. So. see. All right. So call that one good. We still have those. Let me look at this one individual trace down here, because those, I think I'm just going to go ahead and bridge all of those, but I think this one might be salvageable. So I'll try to peel the solder mask back a little more this time. What is it getting caught on? Oh, lost another light bulb. I can put that in the parts organizer. Little radial capacitors. That's a different problem. Ooh. That one might be toast. I don't know. I don't like that it's staying black in the center there. Well, there might be copper under it. It's looking promising. Okay, it's not a lot of copper left there, but there's enough that I think I can bridge it over. Okay, let me try this. Followed by flux pen and solder. I think that one I should put a old resistor leg through. All right. Let's see. Guess you can solder wires point to point instead of fixing traces. So for some of them, I'm going to where the traces are just straight up gone. Like some of these, they're just completely dissolved. But for ones where I can just quickly bridge a gap, I would prefer to do that. Come on, flow into place. Beautiful. There we go. All right, that one's good now. Okay. I think I should tackle that. That looks a little sketchy. Not too bad. Some damage. Okay. This one I'm pretty sure will clean up well. that one will be fine. Okay. All right. Tweezers. Also, a second set. Let's see. 720p source. Really? Yeah, because I stream over 4G LTE. Looks filthy. There is significant battery corrosion damage. Okay. We're going to take a crack at these really bad ones. I'm going to scrape off the rest of what looks like corrosion here. I don't know, man. So bad. Yeah, those traces are just straight up gone. All right. All right, let me look at some other ones. So we got stuff here and there. I'm going to have to do the wires there, so I'd rather find all the ones that need wires all at once. We got a little bit here. Let me do that one. I don't think this one's going to be too bad. No. Yeah, a little bit. Just make sure it's neutralized. And then cover it up again here. All right. That one's a giant plane and it's probably done. All right, let's look at this trace down here. So that one, real bad. I'm using CLR, it works well enough. That trace is fine under there. This one here doesn't look too bad either. All right. I'm just gonna cover that because it's got some stuff going on too. All right. Okay. That'll work. All right. There's that one still, which isn't looking great, but I don't think I'm going to need to bridge it. Yeah, there's enough there left. Okay. Mr. VVS, there are a lot of ways that people recommend to do this. When I say CLR works well enough, I mean, I've used it in the past and it's been fine. And it's not something that I'm going to try every single possible solution over just because everyone has tried a different thing. So there is a merit to works well enough here because there is no consensus on the best way to do battery corrosion repairs. All right. Okay, now for the rest of these, we're going to be just rerouting traces with wire, because I don't think we're going to be able to repair these. Maybe this outer one, but it's going to take a little bit of work here to scrape this off enough. Yeah, it's definitely enough copper left there to add a layer of solder over. Okay. Yeah, that looks okay under there. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is a single layer board. All right, there's a bunch of crud over there. All right, it's time to swap out paper towel. Also gonna get a little isopropanol on this. Okay. This is gonna be a lot of trace to have to trace over. Ha 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 ha. There we go. That looks really good. That I consider an optimal solution when possible. But literally nothing left on those two inner ones to do that with. So now let's work on bypassing those. Let's start with the outer one, which goes to, let me get one more loop of wire free here. Okay. So the first one goes to this pin. All right. Now we're going to make a bend. Yeah, here. Switch to these. Go to there. down. It's a 45, so it's a little trickier. And it ends on that one. Okay. Okay. So that's the first trace rerouted. The second one goes from this pin around and does like a really confusing thing, but it's actually from here to here. All right. Have any experience using DIY solder mask compounds? No, I have not used any of those. It's something I would like to look up at some point, but just, like, there's never been a project that I've needed it on, is the thing. It's something like this, let's say, the solder is fine. I'm going to leave the solder exposed, so I'm not going to bother with it for this. And then I'm never going to make a PCB, I realize, because I'm always just going to order one when they're like $2. So that's not going to realistically be the thing that makes me try it. So, yeah, I don't know when, if I'll ever get around to it. At some point, I would like to experiment with it, but yeah, the necessity just hasn't been there. I'll make this take a slightly less circuitous path, because the original's kind of dumb. There. Yeah, that is where it goes. All right. Something like this perfect candidate to work with. I mean, yeah, it would be fine, but it's not like solder is going to go bad. I mean, every single leg on every single chip and capacitor and everything is exposed solder. So solder is going to be fine left exposed to the air. All right. I'm a little concerned about this trace. As I was getting into that more, noticing it looks kind of bad. So we're going to investigate that one too. Now there's enough copper under that still. Okay. This leg's gonna make it kind of a pain though. Okay. Back, has it all gone horribly wrong? No, it's been going great, actually. I think this might even be the last trace that I have to work on. Oh my gosh, these keep breaking. All right. Or sensor appears outdoor light is broken because the PCB is not coated. Oh gosh, that's so stupid. I will never understand why outdoor electronics are not all ceramic or conformally coated. It just seems obvious. Ooh, that one went well. Yeah, I'm very happy with that one. Okay. That might be it. So we have, no, those are too sketchy looking over here. Hold on. Couple more that are not looking awesome. Yeah, found some damage. Get that fixed. Okay. Gotta be getting close here. All right, that one's good. All right, we might be okay now. So I'd like to get that soaking a little bit here. Grab another swab. Everything on top looks fine, so I'm going to not worry about that. Any gook on the top of the buttons does not matter at all because they make contact with a leaf switch thing underneath, so that's not an issue. All right. I think that's every damaged looking trace covered here. So the last thing we have to do is fix this, which should be super ridiculously easy. Just strip that back, tin it. And just tap it on there. There we go. Yeah, all the electrolytic capacitors? Okay. Done. So I don't think... Well, actually, we do have to reassemble. I was going to say, I don't think there's any reason we can't test it like this. But we need the D cells or whatever they are connected, which connect to little tab things here. So yeah, that's the thing. Actually, let me reflow this just to make sure. That doesn't seem great. Hold on. Uh-oh. That seems really bad, actually. All right, that's a ton of damage. Ow. Okay. Great. So it did look so bad because it ate completely through it and then was isolated. So yeah, that's just completely disconnected there. Great. All right. That's a pain. Kind of wish I hadn't put solder on it now. Let's see. Do I have any braid? I hate braid, so I don't really keep it within reach. But this is one of the areas where braid's actually optimal. So I'm also going to use it as hot sandpaper. Oh, come on. There it is. Or at least some of it. Okay. That is much of a handle as I would have preferred, but oh well, okay. Oops. Okay. Alrighty. That's bad. That's really bad. Glad if Mac board I fixed with leaky caps isn't as bad. I don't think I've ever had capacitors be this bad. It's only alkaline batteries. Well, that's not true. Lithium ones can be really, really bad too. And is it worth all this effort for a Simon? Probably not, but it is worth the effort for the practice. So again, I don't mind doing this. I don't like it when there's just brown goo oozing out of it. Ugh. Wow, this is so bad.
Magicotech says I have been wondering for a while now, what would Twitch do if I tried changing my username to GER100?
End of line.
Just every single message you get automatically costs $1. Thank you for the 100 bits, Majenko. All right. It's getting there. Yeah, actually, I think we're gonna call that good. Thankfully, it doesn't matter that it's all just gone on this side because it's all one plane. But man, that sucks. That's really bad. Yeah, there's what the repaired contact looks like. So you can see that dark area is where the copper is just gone. Just straight up gone, dissolved. But it should be okay once it's covered with solder. So it's not the best interface surface for the battery contact, but oh well. All right. Call that good enough. We'll clean off the flux. That'll very much help the battery contact. Okay. Ready to put it back together and try it out. Is that a break in the solder mask? What do you mean? Right here? Yeah, it is intentionally broken. What? Phone? Jeez. All right. Over on the right. Oh, so I at some point the solder mask got scraped off on that. I don't know if it was me or not. I don't remember. So I just put a little drop of solder over it to cover the exposed copper. Okay. The speaker just slides in here. Boom. And then we need the battery contacts to be in place because these touch those pads on the bottom of the board just directly. Kind of, I mean, it is a solution. the PCB reattached here. Why is this weird? Why did I start from the left? I never start from the left. All right, now, if I remember correctly, this goes over here on that side like that. So we'll put the screws in over here. They go to the batteries, which would explain why that one's got black marks all over it. And then we have to put the bulbs back in after we screw in the paper. Put some solder on the battery contacts. We can do that after. I kind of just want to know how close we are to this thing even working. Does 9-volt battery connector need to go in the first place? So it's just loose. It's just floppy. It just pokes through a hole. It's fine. Actually, that would be enough to test it here. So let's go at, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put in the D cells and the bulbs. That's what I was trying to say. I'm going to put the bulbs in, and I'll put D cells in the bottom, and then we'll try turning it on and see what happens. Well, the other thing, Majenko, is that I disassembled this like 2 weeks ago. So it's fair to try and remind me to think this stuff through. Okay, batteries. We got batteries every kind, and they may have even not started leaking yet. So, positive side to the right. So stupid. Giant batteries like this for Simon. All right, and then one 9-volt. Because they hadn't invented voltage regulators, I guess, yet. Okay. All right, then power is this one. All right, moment of truth. Well, that's not great. Do we have to press start? Okay. Let's check voltages. I was kidding, Chloe. Okay. So from this screw to this screw, 0. Okay, so that's the battery terminals probably not working. Okay, Hellencroft might have been onto something there. And just to sanity check, I'm getting nothing to those wires. That's not good. Really? Watch, this battery's dead. Wait, why am I getting 0 there? Okay, that is not... Oh, because my probes suck. That's why. Thanks, fluke probes. Hold on. Okay. Of course, I bumped it. Okay, 9. Okay, not getting anything there. Tab to tab. Yeah, I see 3 volt, 3.2 volts to the tabs. Huh. Let me plug the battery back in. Okay, to the wires. 9 to the wires. Not seeing it at the screws. I don't like that. But they don't technically touch. There's not a great way of testing power through there. Where'd the plastic spudger go? How did I lose the plastic spudger? Come on. There we go. Okay. I just wanted this for being able to more easily disconnect the 9-volt battery. Whoops. Sorry. Okay. Shall hold on the prediction outcome until we're sure it's not batteries. I didn't even notice you started a prediction. Uh-oh. Well, it's still possible it's the power contacts, so give me 1 second here. Okay. That's ground. Okay. Why is 9-volt ground not tied to light bulb ground? Why is light bulb ground really inconsistent? Is there a protection diode in there? That's strange. Yeah, links are fine. Okay, so that ground is ground. Bro, there's ground on the chips. Okay, so there. Is it really in a super weird spot? Can't be 9. I want to see if I can figure out what ground is by looking at it on the big chip. Okay, it definitely just goes to some weird middle one. What? That's strange. Okay, and then the other one, power, wait, no, that, ground, there, this is other ground? What? So confusing. Now, let me look at this, because I would like to know what I could poke to test that voltage is getting through here. I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide when you do the thing. Okay, there you go. All right. So, positive goes to... Well, positive just straight up goes to the light bulbs. Wait, positive? Okay, that's this side. That's this side, the tab side. That makes sense. Okay.
Dogfuss McDodgerson subbed as tier 3 and says any magic smoke yet, or all good, Leslie.
End of line.
No magic smoke, but Dogface, thank you for the 25 months of tier 3. Holy moly. Thank you so much. I very, very much appreciate that. One moment, please. Yeah. Well, so all I'm trying to do here is just figure out where I can probe from the top side to figure out the D cell power is actually getting through to make sure that the battery contact stuff is working. So, excuse me. I would just like to find a better spot to probe for ground. Looks like maybe this side of that diode, and then any of the positive or the big terminals on the other thing. You know what? No, we did put the screws into the battery side. Never mind. Okay. Okay, so positive and negative. Okay, no, the battery power is getting through to the board. 100%. Yeah. So lamp to diode, confirmed D cell power getting through. So that's working. One thing I haven't done, cycled that a couple of times, did not check where 9-volt power gets through. Well, let's just try reattaching this for giggles. Okay. Let's try this. Nothing. Huh. Let's do a sanity check. Let's take out the supposedly working one and verify how it actually functions. This is the older revision of Simon. It's slightly different from the one that we have open. And I believe this one is supposed to work. So for one, battery door does not have tabs. It's one of those really annoying ones where you got to use a flat blade screwdriver to get in there. Pop that open. We're going to put this here. The battery contacts look fantastic on this, thankfully. So there's that. And the 9 volt. Okay. So let's verify how the logic should work. Nothing? Okay. So it won't respond until you start. Okay. Okay. So we should have to press start. Yeah. So when it's on, start should always do something. All right, let's put this one back aside because now we know how it should operate. Okay. Just gonna double check all the bulbs are good. Let's put the batteries back in. We verified we're getting voltage through, so it's not anything to do with the contacts. You know, just for giggles, what does it do with only the 9 volt on the other one? Nothing. Okay. What does it do with only D cells? Okay, so both batteries have to be fully present for it to respond at all. That's good to know. So if there's a power connection somewhere that's not making it through, we would see this. Okay. Let's check a couple more things. So this is the on switch. Let's make sure that the contact is working on the start switch. Okay, the switch is fine. Let's check the power switch. Okay, that works. All right, so this trace, which is one of the less optimal looking ones, comes straight from the 9-volt battery. So let's take another look at that. Because it doesn't look all that hot. And that could be the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the solder, actually. And we'll see what it looks like with a little more resurfacing. Okay. Solder joints next to L3. Yeah, we haven't investigated the quality of the solder joints yet, so that's going to be coming up soon, too. That seems fine. Yeah, I don't see any issues with that trace. It's got some stuff going on, but overall, there's nothing too serious. You were looking at that. Well, that's just a light. So even if that didn't work, we would just lose one light. We should still hear it beep. Beep all sus traces? Yeah, might need to do some of that. There are no through-hole traces because it's single-sided. All right. I had a lot of disconnected pins on the main chip. Weird. All right, let's do some beep checks, just in general. I'm going to say this. It's entirely possible some idiot put a 9-volt battery in there backwards and fried all the logic. I don't know if it's diode protected enough for that, but I wouldn't be too surprised if that happened. Oh, this sucks to try and hunt these down. Inside, so here to that. This, let's see, inner to there. This would be easier if my probes didn't suck so much. Okay, that's fine. Also, that's connected to that? What? Are they supposed to be? Oh, it's going through the bulb. That makes sense. Okay. This board is a nightmare to try and follow. Okay, better. So, here. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is rough. Okay. I got to take out all the light bulbs. Yeah, starting to think it could be an IC, which is basically impossible for me to test for. Okay. Fortunately, I'm just not seeing anything. I've already checked power switch is fine, as is the start button. Yeah, it's not looking good. We might be calling this one fully toast. There is literally no input protection to the main IC from the AA's or the AAA. Oh my gosh, D cells. So if they were put in backwards and the, excuse me, chip itself doesn't have any protection, that would have killed it. All right, we're going to put it back together completely. No, it doesn't work at all. We're going to put it back together. If it doesn't work, I'm going to assume it was killed by reverse battery polarity. And we're going to move on to the next one. I will say that that theory does not make a tremendous amount of sense, considering that there were clearly batteries left in it for a long time, unless someone tried to put batteries in after it had been sitting for a long time and then did not pay attention to the orientation they were doing it. It's possible. The other thing I find possible, and I really hate 9-volt battery contacts like this, is that it's very, very easy to accidentally tap the 9-volt backwards onto something like this. So that's possible as well. So it's really hard to say where the issue might have been caused. Oh yeah, those need to come back out in a second, but oh well. We're going to fully reassemble it, like I said, then we'll test it, and when it doesn't work, we're writing it off. But the batteries backward in mine didn't kill it. Maybe diode in the chip? Could believe that. Someone tapped 9-volt backwards cross wouldn't be good. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like the second video on my YouTube channel would have any information about that or anything. I think it was the second one. All right, let's get these out because I got to put that cardboard thing back in. I don't want to break the... Is that corrosion around the edge of the light bulb? That side looks clean. That side looks terrible. Looks like glue. I mean, I can see that. It's not really... It doesn't want to come off like that. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's fine. I was going to say, maybe it doesn't work if one of the light bulbs is bad. I don't know. All right, let's put the cardboard back in. Nope, the cardboard goes on the other side, not this side. Oops. We were missing the mechanically significant cardboard. No wonder it wasn't working. Actually, I'm pretty sure it goes this way to reflect more light up in the switches. Yeah, I gotta back the screws out now, though. Alright. Oh, the cardboard soaked up some of the battery leak right there. That's what that is. This kid's game, you think they put protection into it? Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking, is that they did not. They could have figured out a way of making it crank and spring based. They probably would have. I do love the spare light bulb in there, though. That's really cool. It'll run without the bulbs? It's disappointing to know.
Beefix subbed as tier 1 for 11 months and says,
End of line.
Beefy DJ, thank you for the tier 1 sub there, and for the first time. In the old one, that's horrifying. That's truly terrible. Like, see clockwork, Simon? I mean, just go watch the blip video. It's basically the same thing as far as randomization using planetary gears. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking those were the battery screws. Not those, because that one looks terrible. All right. Then we got 4 that hold the front on. Go ahead and put the button switches in first, though. Oh, gosh, they just... Okay, we're put... Oh, but then... Oh, no. These here, then this here. Then I can flip it over. Then I'm going to put the aluminum on, and then I can put the switch covers on. All right, so the blue one goes to this. This one goes to this. This one goes to this. That is all that holds this on, by the way. It's just those. Watching YouTube stuff for a while now. Good to catch you live. Well, welcome. Glad you've been enjoying the videos. All right. All right, last try. Battery polarity there is correct. Here, this way, yes. Put the door in because they'll just fall out if I don't. And nope, dead. That's unfortunate. The different batteries are because they did not want to try and put a voltage regulator in there so that you could use only one. So the different batteries, because different parts of it need different voltages, and they were passing the cost on to the buyer. So, all right, this one's dead. I'm going to mark it as bad logic. So if I did ever want to, like, make a weird Simon, this is a candidate. That's unfortunate. All right. That's one down. We've already verified that the other Simon that's in the box works, so I'm going to put that aside. Let's take a look at the Pocket Simon. I was told the Pocket Simon works, so let's go ahead and test that. Hold on one moment. Okay, so Pocket Simon is the patent pending one. Yes, that one works. So this is Pocket Simon. It looks identical, except it's going to take 2 AA's and a 9-volt. They still didn't make it not suck. Wow. All right. So minus, plus, minus, plus. I see. No, that's just weird nonsense. Okay. Like this. Okay. And where's a, oh. Okay. All right. So that's working. Was that a win? Okay, I'll take it. So, there we go. That one, verified working. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one back. Well, some kid apparently owned this one at some point and drew something. I'm going to guess a soft body tank that was shooting triangles. Okay, let's go put this one aside. Does green work? I don't know. It didn't tell me. Okay. Next up, we have 2 Super Simons. I've never played a Super Simon. I don't know exactly how this works. Tell us you're a musician without telling us you're a musician? I'm not sure what you mean there. Okay. So, this one is, I'm guessing 2-player Simon, which is strange. But it supposedly also doesn't work. Now, that's a lot of blue there. That. Okay. That shouldn't be blue. So, more battery damage. Yay! All right, well, let's start taking this one apart, I suppose. Actually, let's look at the other one for battery damage really quick, just so that we can know what we're up against. This one is missing all of the little cover things for the switches, so that's cool. No battery damage on the 9-volt. Hey, look, that's good. And on the Ds, actually, well, that one... Yeah, so that one was bad. Someone tried to fix it. And it's super rusty, where all of the corrosion was removed. So, yay. It is ultimately what will happen to the other one that I worked on, unless I go back and tin the whole thing. But that's going to be kind of difficult on steel. So, that's why it's copper-plated and tinned. So, yay. All right. Put this one back together. Focus on that one first. Okay. Good news is, I imagine there's not that many Super Simon revisions, so I might be able to share parts between these depending on how this failed. So let's find out. I have 3. There's a sealed one across from me. I'm going to guess that one works. We're not going to open it. Not all out of reason to. And I dropped a screw because I was reading chat. There it is. Okay. I have no recollection of Super Simon existing. It's okay, I didn't know that it existed either until I bought 3 of them. Okay. Oh. That's strange. Oh, it's twice as many LED or light bulbs, but they still only give you 1 spare. Man, you're cheaping out now, huh? All right. I hate these switches. They're so bad. Are there more screws in here? This is really weirdly put together. These want to release. I don't see anything in there. No. It's not those. Those aren't screws. Oh, this is a puzzle. It's not going to be under the rubber feet. You know, I see through here. It looks like it might just be a plastic post fitted in. And to clarify, the rubber foot, it seems like it's directly under that, but it's not. So I don't believe it is. Never mind. It's the rubber foot. Also, they're nice. It's not glued in. It's just a plug. Okay, never mind. It is the rubber feet. I'm surprised. Also glad they haven't turned into a liquid yet. It seemed like they weren't aligned. It's not that I thought they weren't under the rubber feet. It's that it seemed like the post wasn't lining up correctly, but I guess I was wrong. All right. The lamps, I have no idea. Talking to Crunchy Raccoon. Well, I'm kind of impressed, so it stayed there. Okay. They made that one smaller. Oh, good news! They don't touch the circuit board directly. This might be really easy to fix. Yeah, okay, we're going to peel off the circuit board just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. But the battery terminal is connected with a wire right here, so I don't think there's going to be a problem. I think we'll just clean off the contact, maybe replace the wire, and then we'll be good to go. But yeah, we'll just look over the logic board first, and we might be good. Generous spacing is convenient? Yeah, really. I'm imagining the traces are like a whole inch wide going across on the back. Oh. That part kind of sucks. How do I get it out? Is this one of those things where they melted the connector in? Uh-oh. At least the 9-volt tabs are barbed, so they're not supposed to come out. I see how I can remove them without completely destroying it, so I need to do that. I don't know about these ones. I am not understanding how those are so positively retained. Okay. I don't think it was supposed to be that tight. Ow! Okay, that'll work. Now we can see a little bit right there, but and some right there. How did it get over there? Well, other than that, it seems fine. Yeah. Also, this is FR4. That is a fiber weave there. Now you're going to be able to see the pattern at, you know, half of a megabit, but you know, that is FR4. You can definitely tell. Okay, actually, is FR3 a thing? Because it might even be that. Okay. So you have a small amount of damage right there. I can even feel it through the trace. A little bit right there, a little there. And then, yeah, obviously that's awful. Matter of fact, I'm just going to desolder that, and then we'll figure this out. CAD-generated board? It could be. I mean, well, it was 1979 for Super 1, so I doubt it. I mean, it's theoretically possible, but not for Milton Bradley. In that case, it's got to be FR4. Okay. That thing is rough. Oh, it smells awful, too. Okay, let's get scraping off the couple of bad-looking traces. Where'd the knife go? Yeah, that one's looking pretty not good. Try not to snap this one immediately. All right. This might be a new wire trace. Wow, that was surprisingly bad. So far, keep going deeper and it just keeps staying black. Yeah, Season B, that's the thing. I don't know. Of course, now the camera's blocking all the light and I can't see anything. Yeah, the trace is gone. Fully gone. Jeez. Yeah, these all came from the same lot, but I'm pretty sure most of these in existence are going to have the same problems. So just to illustrate how bad it is, here it is, lit from underneath. Yeah, it's not good. Actually, just getting rid of that one, even better. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm contending with here. Actually, getting it soaked in the CLR and then starting the scratching seems to be the most effective, because then the CLR gets immediately under the next layer. Yeah. Trace amount of trace, yeah. Probably just scraping up circuit board. No, so what it is try to get an angle where it makes more sense here. This is really hard. That'll work. Okay, so you can really see the difference between the copper and the actual fiberboard. So what I am doing is, you see this black area right here? I'm scraping that off. The box cutter does not scrape away the copper as much as it does that stuff, so I'm putting very little pressure on the black stuff as I soak the CLR onto it. And then the black stuff loosens and dissolves and breaks up somewhat into the CLR, and then I scrape it off and get to the next layer underneath. So it's just slowly removing layer after layer of the black stuff until I find out what's actually under it, and in this case, nothing. It went straight through. It ate the trace all the way through. So that sucks. But we found it, so now I can try and fix it. I'm sure there's lots of ways to do it. I don't mind the box cutter method. I am pretty comfortable with it, actually. I think we're going to call that. Okay. So this being just straight across, I feel is a good candidate for the resistor leg method. So we're going to go ahead and do that again. Stops the trace from dissolving further, the fiberglass pen. So the trace isn't dissolving when I do it. I barely scratched the top of it. It's really not doing that much damage to it. Okay, I need it to be a very straight one. That one looks pretty good. A little long, but... Ooh, that one... You know what, we'll go with this one. Let me bend it flatter. Okay. I think I might cut this in half. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to use that to get across. Yeah. Trace has alkali down in there that's been eating it away. You clean that out and now it won't deteriorate more. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's why you go through all of this effort. Okay. I'm gonna hit this with some isopropanol. I'm also gonna grab another paper towel or 3. Okay. Small amount of flux on there. Get it tinned. All right. Where'd I drop that? All right, let's do one of my favorite tricks and weird people out by soldering with my left hand, because that allows me to manipulate the part with my right. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So that is bridged. That should be good. Okay. On to the next. There's a bunch of them that are bad on here. I was gonna say let's go for these ones down here that don't look good, but then I realized that one looks even worse. So let's look at that one next. Oh no. This one looks really, really bad. That one looks super bad. I don't fully know, Paul Guy. It's getting deeper into the chemistry of it than I am aware of. Oh, there's no way there's actually copper all the way down. No way. All right. Let's start the CLR dissolving. Yeah, you can see the area that immediately turned very dark. It's where it's the worst. Look at what it's doing to the box cutter, too. Actually, this one might be okay. There might be enough left there. The problem is that there could be copper there, but then it could be underneath it as well. So it could be possible that it breaks it down under and then lifts up later, but that looks like it might be okay. So we're going to go ahead and just only cover this. We're not going to bridge it with wire. All right. Oh, I will always tin it, Season B. I don't want to leave exposed copper. That would not be a good idea. Okay. All right. The more I look at it, the more I find that's still not the one I wanted to do next. And it's got little bits next to it here and there. So let's continue. All right, those weren't too bad. That one will clean up well enough. This one was superficial, so I was able to scrape that off. Got right into the middle. Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe it dripped somehow. Maybe something else got into these and it's not battery damage. I don't know. Yeah, I love how that darkens it up to make it immediately obvious where the problems are. Get that one because it's easier. All right. Yeah, fiber brush might be better here. I don't know. Yeah, didn't it continue? Yeah, there's a little bit there. that's solved. Not all of them are next to the standoffs. Yeah, technically not all of them. I mean, these ones have been. Not all of them. All right. That's looking pretty good now. That's weird. I noticed what I'm taking off comes off as orange. Okay. Tin that a little too, since I exposed it. Okay. Dremel chainsaw, yeah. Okay. Once that copper starts, what's the copper? Yeah. Okay. That's all good. A little tiny bit right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just get that, just to eliminate it. It's a possible issue. Yeah, it's pretty surface level. Easy enough. Okay. All right, let's look at this area now. This is pretty rough. I suspect there's going to be a lot of damage there. All right. This trace, I fully expect to be completely gone underneath. Same with this one. This one looked okay, but I just want to see it because everything else around it looks terrible. Nah, it was fine. Okay. How? How did it miss that one and get all of the ones beside it? Okay, and expose this one. All right. This one's going to be rough. So this is one nearby. That's why I was saying I don't think it was that. It's looking pretty bad for this one. That one, yeah, I think that one's disconnected. Yep, it is. Okay. This one I am anticipating will be. Let that soak a little more. Actually, let's get some fresh stuff on there in case that's saturated. Let that one soak for a little bit. Pretty sure it's underneath and it's going to lift. This is not IPA, this is the CLR. Yeah, that's why it's working to neutralize it as well. The IPA would not. The IPA is itself an oxidizer. Well, this one might have just barely escaped being eaten through. It might be under it. It's hard to tell, though. This one's gone. That one's broken. No bringing that one back. Well, I mean, we'll bridge it, but, you know, other than that. All right. I think we'll call that. So, we have 10, 10, 10, 10, and bridge. Because we might be able to 10 over that if it's blobby enough. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and then 10 up here. That one wasn't that bad. All right, let's do some tinning. I'm going to intentionally not... I'll flex it. Okay. Iron turned off. Says I took too long. There we go. Got a thick one over that. If I do the same here, then I don't need to bridge it with a wire. Don't think it's going to happen. Okay. The iron controller is such a critic, yeah. Okay, I had one more small piece of cut wire up here. Where did it go? Let's not knock the iron into my keyboard. I would be sad if I melted the keyboard. Is that a little blob of solder I got in there? Oh. Okay, tweezer. Nope, not that piece. That won't work. Oh my gosh. There we go. Of course, it's my modified tweezers that grab it perfectly. Okay. Swap to left-hand soldering for this, so it's easier. It is a little too long. Okay, I think that'll work. Double check if that's solidly attached. Yep, okay. And then I will just go ahead and beep it out too, just to be sure. Couldn't be much easier, just goes from here to there. So beep mode to beep beep. Could. That worked, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, we're done. Oh, look, another one. Jeez. Also, that one's gonna suck. It's right between the two pads there. That's gonna be a nightmare to get to. Trying to follow along, but have a dog who is highly interested in scratching noises. Well, here, let me make some more of them for you. Yep, that one's also not looking great. Man, for being a board that did not look that bad, there sure is a problem. Beep before fixing. I mean, we can. I suspect it will be okay. I'm pretty sure it's going to have continuity. The problem is that it's going to be unreliable. Yeah. So it does. Let me get the actual resistance. which is not easy. 1 ohm or 2 ohm, it's the same as the probes. Still, though, I'm going to fix it because, I mean, it's bad. Yeah, this one's really not that bad. That's why it beeped out so well. If I'd tried that on some of the other ones, it may not have worked. But this one was fine. Okay. Wonder how the batteries are doing in his mic packs. I use a USB battery bank for the mic packs now. And it's at, oh, actually, it's pretty low. I'll have to charge that overnight. That would be bad. Okay, didn't realize that. Okay. All right, are there any more bad traces? Actually, that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, right there. That's one. Everything else looks like it might be fine now. Fine. Nope, nope, nope. There's another one. Right there. Dude, why is it like this? Why are there so many random little weird spots of corrosion? I'm just ignoring. There's some in the planes, too. Like, that black dot, that's corrosion, but it's, I don't know. There, solved. Same over here. There's more of it right there. How do you get it in the middle? Bad solder mask? Got tiny holes, moisture? Maybe? That's technically some... I would really like to be done with this. It's taking forever. You can see it just turned black right where the corrosion all is. I bet what it is it is just bad all over, and I'm not seeing it because my standards of what looks like really bad versus what looks like, it's probably fine, just change as I fix one thing after another. Okay, then there was this one. That's really hard at that angle. Oh yeah, we still have to clean the battery terminal too. Jeez. It is seeming like this may not have been worth it. I don't know. Why does the CLR seem sticky? All right, back. Yeah, the home internet down apparently went, or the home internet went down for a bit. Oh gosh. And to answer your question, Sanity, it would cost me $2 to get a new board, but it would cost me like 3 days in order to make it. Okay. Is that it? Hold on, I'm gonna pull the camera away and actually look this over. I think that might now be it, and then we just work on this nightmare. Oh, hold on. No. That one's bad. Okay, hold on. There. All right, I think that's it. It better be it. I want to be done. Okay. Whew. The horrible battery terminal. That should not be blue. This is going to take a lot of cleaning here. You can see it foaming up. That's the stuff working. I'll agree, I should be wearing gloves for this. Thankfully, I don't have any open wounds. At least I think. Get away, knife. All right. I just found out what those 6 random word YouTube comments bots are doing. Clever, but it sucks for creators. They are creating legitimate seeming accounts by farming comment histories. That's what it is. I assume that's what you found, format. I'm going to let that soak in the channel a little bit. Ow. It's definitely looking a lot better than it was before. Fishing the blocked word list to find creator names, addresses, and such. Things you'd block. Comment gets deleted. They have a hit. If it stays up, no hit. Well, I can guarantee you that's not how it's working on my channel, because every single one of their messages ever has been deleted on my channel.
Monkey subbed as tier 1 for 11 months and says,
End of line.
Snowboard Monkey, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for the first time ever there. Yeah, I'd love to see the foaming up. But now, I'm pretty sure they're just farming comment history to make the account look authentic. I've never seen them... Name is fairly public. I mean, names, addresses, not as much. The thing about... I don't have my own address or name blocked in anything. I don't... That seems kind of weird to do. So, yeah, no, that's not... I don't think that's it. If that is what they're doing, then it's a really poor execution of it. Sanity, you overestimate what it takes to get a good comment history. I'm not saying they want to pass a YouTube rep looking over their comment history for like an unbanned request. They just want to be able to sell the account to spammers, saying this account has over 1,000 comments without being, you know, banned. That looks more valuable to spammers. You're thinking too much about it if you think that they need like actual history. Never thought how having name or address blocking comments might be something taught for larger channels. I would not, because yeah, you do get the accidental reverse confirmation. Ah, there's how the latching works. Okay, now I see it. All right, we might have to call that good enough. I'm getting diminishing returns. I'm going to give it one more spritz. And then I can see it doing stuff. All right, we'll leave it soak there for just a second. I can tell you from having done YouTube for a long time now, it's very easy to spot what is and is not an authentic comment. Very easy if you just manually review every comment on your channel. And I review every single base root level comment. It's impossible to review replies to other comments. It just, YouTube does not show them in the back end in such a way to make that feasible. But I review every single comment that gets left directly on a video. That's kind of annoying, Chloe. A forced lack of anonymity. That kind of sucks. All right, let's do this. It's still sudsing up down in there. Ugh. Well, I'm glad the money I spent on the CLR was worth it, because it's definitely getting a reaction. And similar to your thing, Chloe, I only cut addresses off of the labels in the mail videos so that I can choose what people send me, because that's already a P.O. box. It's already not directly tied to anything. And I always tell people, like, it doesn't matter if I try to hide the P.O. box address. All I have to do is say, oh, I'm going to send you a sealed copy of Doom Registered or something like that. And, you know, I might give them the address. So it's really easy to fish the address of the P.O. box out of me. Which is why it doesn't matter. I just remove it from videos so that I get an opportunity to have people send or contact me first. You don't get to choose what I send you anymore? Yeah. All right. That looks kind of messy, but that's also the solder, so meh. All right, I think we're going to call this part good. This definitely would need to be replated. Unfortunately, it's probably just going to get rusty. There's not a lot I can do about that. Since it is just, you know, exposed steel. I would actually have to get set up for plating to cover that, because I've already tried. Solder won't stick to steel. I really wish it would. That might sound weird, but I keep a multi-tool with me at all times, and I would love to be able to solder a belt clip directly to the metal body of the multi-tool, but I can't. I would have to weld it, and ugh. So now for one of your Holy Grail beige whale devices trade-off is it's full of glitter. I'll take that deal. I got a vacuum cleaner. I can open it outside in a swimming pool or kiddie pool so that it's all contained. Can braze it? Yeah. That's also... It's better. It's not great. All right. I think we're ready to reassemble this. Wait a minute. Solder does stick to this. That's how the battery terminal's connected. What can I do with solder on this? Oh, it would take so long to coat this. Wow, if I visit your office, would you sign my Garfield phone? The office is not open to the public, but I would not be against signing the Garfield phone in general. I think Garfield rocks. There might even be Garfield books in this office. I'm not 100% sure. I think there are. I think I need to let this cool for a minute now before I try and touch it again. I do actually have silver-bearing flux. I bought it for a tech scope repair that I never did because I have some of that weird ceramic stuff going on. I'm just gonna do that.
Twitch gave a tier 1 gift sub to MPERLYST 15.
End of line.
See you, Dogface.
Gave a tier 1 gift
whoa!
sub to Lord Rel.
End of line.
Thank you, Dogface.
Dogface
5 gifted subs there.
End of line.
Dogface McDodgerson gave a tier 1 gift sub to Georgica.
End of line.
Dogface McDodgerson gave a tier 1 gift sub to ELLIOTTATKINS 1234.
End of line.
Dogface McDodgerson gave a tier 1 gift sub to Dissemincer.
End of line.
Yeah, we're gonna not mess with this that much. Let's just see.
Chlorocoon says gave a tier
Nope.
0 gift sub to CHER 100.
End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. That's, interesting. That worked a little too well. Well, at the very least, while I'm waiting for it to cool, I can solder the wire back on.
Pt2 says CHER 100.
Goes on
End
the
of
other
line.
side. Papa Spiritus, thank you for the 100 bits there. There we go. All right, just leave that to cool for a moment. Got these ideas sometimes, you know, the kind fall up. Yeah. All right, it smells a lot like CLR in here. I'm not a fan of that, but oh well. It worked. It did its job. I'm really curious if we managed to bring this thing back to life. Because, man, that was way worse than I thought it was going to be. We're not going to have time to do another one. Jeez. Took so long. Oh my gosh. All right. Also, Papa Spiritus, that was your first time chatting here as well, so welcome. Definitely quite the way to introduce yourself. All right, is that not hot yet? It's still kind of warm. I don't want to put it in there when it's really hot because it could damage the plastic, so I'm just going to wait a second.
Levaxian says CHER 100 emote roll gimmited.
End of line.
That was a really weird way for it to pronounce that, but Wombat Science, thank you for the 100 bits. Said Simon's hours of play, I don't think is what they meant. No, not with that attitude, yeah. Now, we all know what the ultimate toy is. We've already established this. Oh, it's not over here anymore? Oh, I thought it was. Drat. Really? Where'd I put it? Darn. Okay, I was going to say it's Blip, but I don't know where Blip went. I desperately need to rinse off my hands here. Gosh. Spray bottle of water over a trash can is the closest thing I've got to a sink in the office. Okay. Is that 2 bottles of water? I'm not sure. One of them's a different color. I don't know what those are. Yeah. Someday you'll have running water in your office. Not this office, that's for sure. All right. Fix Simon.
CHER 100 level 2 command.
End of line.
Wombat Science, thank you for the 100 bits. And I just noticed your other message was your first time chatting as well. So thank you for that. Yeah, here. Ultimate Toys of Merlin. I have a Merlin. It's pretty... Oh, I think I see the Merlin? I do see the Merlin. Yeah, right here. Yeah, so this is the Merlin. So this is... It's weird. It takes 1 billion AA's, all right? And these are... membrane switches, and they have LEDs under them. So you have to press over those. It's very easy for the membranes to tear now. So you can find these that are damaged because this one is fully functional. There are different games built in, but you have no idea what they are without having the manual. Maybe on the back. Yeah, on the back it says what they are. We got Tic-Tac-Toe, Music Machine, Echo, Blackjack, somehow, Magic Square, and Mind Bender. This is from the same year as Simon here, and you gotta admit that this kind of kills Simon as far as complexity. I have a box manual, that's awesome. Let's see, consider running if it's coming out of something that's being fixed. Is it considered running if it's coming out of something that's being fixed? I'm not sure what you mean. So this, it'll just work or it won't work. in reality. It's for the Simon. So, anyway, I'm going to go put the Merlin back. Yeah, it looks like a phone. It's weird. The Magic Square one, I think it's just lights out, and that's pretty much the best one. All right. It's cooled down enough. Yeah, it's fully cooled down. Let's try reassembling this. See what happens. Thank you for showing the Merlin. No problem. Needed to kill some time anyway. Yeah, the Merlin, the Speak and Spell, Simon. I also have Einstein, which is a Simon knockoff. They're all really interesting. And a cool example of an early application of electronics. All right. We're just going to leave it like that. Power switch can't be that. It's got to be this. Okay, so that's the power switch. Off is towards the outside. We're just going to put power to it like this and see what happens. Everything is in place enough. Okay. Do I have the D-cell battery door? I don't know. Maybe those will stay. Okay. Nope. All right. Well, that didn't do anything. Where's start? Start is this. This. Thought I heard something. Hold on, let me get that battery door. All right, we're back. You haven't missed anything yet. I'm just trying to figure this out because it's really weird. So I think this would go this way. So that's on, off. Okay. So we're going to make it normal, game 1. All right. On, start. Seriously? Again? Really? All right, let's do some quick sanity checks. Simon is cursed? Yeah, no kidding. Seems like they just want to be dead. All right. Batteries. To the terminals. Getting 1.5? That doesn't seem right. Okay, battery's loose. How is it only 1.5? Is one of these dead? What? Why is it fluctuating so much? There's something wrong with the probes again, is there? These are the good probes. Okay. Then... Okay, that looks better. 8.8, 8.9. Okay, that seems good. 1.59, that's perfect. Okay. 1.6, that's what I would expect. Okay. So those are good. Probes are just being weird, I guess. Put these back in, we'll recheck voltage at the tabs. Well, the batteries themselves, I can touch and make contact, 3.2, but then the terminals, 1.2. Yeah, something's not right there. How's the score looking? So far, not amazing. There's somehow some white shmoo on one of the batteries. What on earth? Yeah, let me just wipe the battery acid off on my shirt. Hold on. .2. Okay. Let's pop the 9-volt in. Nine. Okay. On. Yes! All right. That's one of them fixed. Here. Oh, now I can't hit start. Here. What? Start. What? On. What the heck is this? Also, that bulb's dead? That one's dead too. Dude, it's different every time. This is evil. I wasn't looking, now I'm screwed. Okay, this should be Super Simon. Dude, this is evil. I hate this. Okay, hold on. Off. Simple. There we go. But now you just... What the heck is this? Again, I was looking away. Now I'm totally screwed. This is weird. This should be normal. This is weird. This counters a game stream. Is Simon an option? Anyway, so those two bulbs are dead. Let's look at those. I mean, that one's kind of loose. So was that one, really. Alright. This is start. Okay, that's good. Good. All right, all bulbs are working. Dude, it's done. It's ready to go. Sweet. All right, so that's a restored Super Simon. I am excited there. Okay, so one down. We are not going to have time to do another one. Because holy moly, that took forever. Let me get the batteries out. But hey, we got one done at least. 89 followers for you to get. Oh, yeah, wow, woo! Yay! Y'all having fun? I don't know if the behavior is correct or not, because that was very unpredictable. Which is, like, literally the opposite of how Simon is supposed to be. But I don't know, Super Simon's, like, you know, weird. Fun level's currently at 95%. And I'm trying to align this screw post. The other one's, there we go. Do that. If only these games came with instructions. Like that. But that would require, you know, reading, so, you know, pass. Lack of white cardboard inside. Yeah, they fixed it by making the bulbs point straight up into the buttons, though. I suspect that blade's gonna look real funky very soon. Only scans manuals, never reads them. Yeah, exactly. Now you get it. Now I'll probably end up reading the manual for this because it's super ridiculously confusing. All right, we got to put the button towers back on. Wait, they interlock one way? No, they don't. Oh, it's just to keep it from going too far up. Okay, so that does not matter. But I should probably point them outwards. Oh, this is impossible. No, we're going to put these in here. I'm going to brush the battery acid off of this.
UPSHIFT 64SIZHER 100 out of pure jealousy. Calico Adam plots to kill Super Simon in his sleep tonight, bringing Simon to his
End of line.
Upshift 64, thank you for the 100 bits there. This one goes this, ow, pokey way. Okay. So weird. All right. Yeah, then next 4 screws. Solder mask on my hand. It actually, like, stuck to my hand. That's weird. Okay. Oh, wait, these go underneath. I don't know why, but I recorded this today. I don't think I'm going to do anything with this. I'm just going to stop it. Oh, gosh. Oh, auto off worked. Good job, auto off. Okay, so look at this. I can tell you've missed a fun stream. There was a lot of soldering, a lot of CLR, a lot of scraping. At the beginning of this stream, this box cutter blade wasn't horrifically discolored. Can we get server shenanigans tomorrow, though? That is the plan, actually. Excuse me. Yeah, the goal tomorrow is to power, or start goes opposite of power, because that would make too much sense. Goal tomorrow is to get the RAID going. All of them. Might also switch to actually installing on RAID 1 NVMe drives, even though I said I wasn't going to do that. Because it might just make more sense. Yeah, but Lorgan is going to be the boring raid. Just raid 1. Yawn. Snooze fest. Oh, that's not true. We're actually going to do a 6-way raid 0. We might do raid 5 or something, actually. That's enough drives. It's 6 drives. I should probably use at least one of them for a parody. Only a raid array? Can we solve an AI models? No. Definitely not. I'm actually thinking about making a video that just states that I will never use AI in any way for creating content on my channel. I feel like just taking a stance in public might be a beneficial idea. Do something like that. I don't know. Thinking about it. I mean, I'm not thinking about whether or not I'm going to use it. I will never use it. I'm just thinking about whether or not I make a video. Why you say I would sacrifice my infinite stupidity for free? All right. That is Super Simon done. Let's pop batteries in it and fully test it out now. I'll even read the manual. Yeah, these things just want to fall off. Well, at least the power switch one does. All right. What? Okay. All right. Hold on, did the blue light work? Yeah, it did. What is with this weird game? Also, what does the longest button do? I don't know. All right, hold on. Let's try simple again. Actually, no, let's read the manual. Let's read the manual. Let's read the manual. Okay. Quick playing guide. Okay. Repeat a new sequence every time Simon adds a signal. No. Oh, speed. Oh, that's all that is. Oh, okay. Okay, there's different game types over here. Okay, so that's game 1. Game 2, you press your assigned color lens at the wrong time. Okay, you're it. Watch the lenses flicker. Super Simon could choose you to repeat the sequence. What? Get with it. Time your response to Super Simon. Signal exactly. Fast hands. No add-on signals. No memory work. Just rapid-fire response is necessary. So wait, 5 is speedrun mode? Wait, did that not count? What on earth was that? It is getting faster. I also set it on baby mode to start. Hey, the switch didn't register. Hold on. Audio capture when? Never. We're going to try this side. I'm going to set it up to super speed. This is better. As long as it has original Simon mode on it. This is interesting. Alright. Press your assigned color lens at the wrong time. Let's try 2. I don't know what exactly this is. Good grief. Okay, so not this one. Okay, 3. Game number 3 is You're It. Watch the lens flicker. This is worth you hearing. This is not fine, but it needs a clock or something. Need a metronome. All right, we're gonna try You're It. Watch the lenses flicker. Super Simon can choose you to repeat the sequence. How does this work? All right, let's find out. What does that mean? Hold on. Head to head. Let's try this head to head. Wait, what is this? I'm not understanding how it's designating which side. Is there like an indication of left versus right, or... What is the decision button? Applicable only in head-to-head in game 4 and 5. Press this button at the end to get to end of the game to determine a win or loss. Okay. This is what they call a difficult second album. So you're saying this is Reload. All right. All right, let's try game 4. Get with it. Time your response to the Super Simon signal exactly. Okay, no, hold on. Skill level 1. I'm gonna set it to simple as well. No, I'll set it to normal speed. Okay. Ben, if it makes you feel better, I actually really like Load, Reload, and Saint Anger. So, yeah, I was just mostly going off of common culture there. All right, this game mode's super weird. This is the get with it, time your response to the Super Simon signal exactly. I think it does it no matter what. And you just have to do it when it does it. Yeah, so it's like Synesthesia, the piano teaching software. It's like it's teaching you to play the game. You like bits of Saint Anger. Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, I was listening to Load on the way here. The country songs kind of drive me nuts. I'll leave it at that. There, I get what you mean. All right, let's try game 5. Fast hands. No add-on signals, no memory work, just rapid fire. Oh, we did that one. We did that one already. So it just doesn't have regular Simon. Oh, that's why it comes apart in 2 parts. You're able to replace the batteries by just removing the keypad section. Ah. Yeah, there is no classic Simon mode. They must have been sold side by side. Yeah, so game mode 1 is always a new pattern every time. That was almost a Lon Lon Ranch theme. I was talking, so I didn't catch that one. Regular Simon game. Please buy regular Simon. Yeah. Because round Simon doesn't fit the square Simon space. Yeah. I almost like this, but it's not as good as regular Simon. There are some good ones, actually. It should have had regular Simon included. It should have cost like twice as much or 3 times as much, but it should have had regular Simon included. Also, there's a peel on it still. I'm going to leave it. It's lasted this long. It's on all of the aluminum badges, actually. All right, well, we're definitely not playing Simon for the next 24 minutes. We got one more that's bad. We're not opening it. Wish I could, like, find out what's wrong with it, but I think we know what's wrong with it. I think it's got a bunch of leaky garbage inside. Just imagine how clean it'll look peeled off. Actually, it looks really good right now. 24-minute bite break, no. Alright, let me put the power switch one back on. I will say, it's actually kind of disappointing Super Simon cannot just be played like regular Simon. I need an inside to go in there, and then that one's going to be in there upside down, but, you know, whatever. Okay. There we go. The one you just put down looks bigger than the last one you just fixed? No, they're identical. They are the same. Also, these are the least satisfying key switches ever. Just straight up. They suck. They're awful. If you know the difference between a CX10 and a CX40, you'll understand. There's CX40. All right. Let's do a little bit of cleanup, because we're not doing this tomorrow, so I can get this garbage out of here. So, one Simon still needs attended to. I think we can handle that in 2 hours. So, we'll do that next Friday, I think. We could try to do some cataloging. I don't think we're set up well enough for that, though. Oh, man. No food bought this advanced keyboard, yeah. At least a dead one. I was thinking it would be fun to try and do, did it work? We got one of the Super Simons to work. The standard Simon did not work. We have no idea why. We were getting the correct voltages, places, it just did not want to function. So, yeah, you know what? We'll grab that one more time. Give it one last shot. How about that? I don't think it's going to work, but, you know, make me feel better instead of just marking it for death and putting it off to the side. So let's get that. But yeah, only one repair worked. But I am 3 for 4 out of ones that I have tested. So most of them are working. So, just for giggles, battery. Make sure I get the polarity correct. And oh no, this is the good one. Sorry. No, this is the good one. This is the good one. Never mind. No, wrong one. Don't get your hopes up. No. This is the known good one. Oh, it doesn't feel mushy. There's just literally no sensation of when it ends at all, or when you've even started pressing it. Okay, this is the dead one. So that, you know, that was just so you guys understood what a success looks like. That's it. Yeah, nothing. I can't believe the solution was that simple to make it work. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue packing this up here. So, yeah. Okay. With all of them now put away, yeah, okay. Is white cardboard count as shielding? No, I don't think so. Camera too high. It is slightly too high, you're right. Just a little tiny bit. No, it still doesn't work, but, you know, I just thought that'd be fun. Anyway, Simon Hardcore mode, stream ends when he fails. Yeah. Wow, internet really went out on my server. It even just, jeez, I can see the internet has gone out 6 times. That's ridiculous. So bad. This isn't cool, but maybe there should be more internet connections added so the chances of one. So Industrious Ant, if there were options, I would be exploring them. There just aren't. That's the whole problem here, okay? My options at home are Cox Internet. And at the office, my options are Cox Internet, and I don't use Cox Internet here because it it clearly doesn't show itself to be that reliable at home. So why should I pay for it twice to get the same garbage service? So we use the 4G modem with my phone plan, which is so much more reliable. It's ridiculous how much more reliable that is. It's just the bandwidth is terrible. Like how you ignored CenturyLink. If I wanted DSL, I would move back to the 90s, okay? If you had a second LTE connection, you would avoid using sponge Wi-Fi. No, they wouldn't really solve it. If I had a second LTE connection, I would just dual stream from the office and it would still look terrible. It would just be 2 terrible streams. With double the data cap, we would not get better quality stream. We would get more reliable stream. That would be it. Which, actually would be a major benefit still, but that's not really, yeah. Anyway. Do you have any PCIe modular cables? I have no idea what you mean. Power supply cables? DSL today is slightly better than it was in the 90s. Yeah, but do you really think I'm going to be able to stream over DSL? Yes? I'm not sure what you're asking, DZAC. All right, so that's going to be it for the Simons for now. Like I said, we'll do the last Super Simon next Friday. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do that. So, I like this. On the side of the box, it does say batteries required, not included. Tells me the sealed one's safe. So, yeah. Parents had rural DSL up until this year. It was only 0.8. Yeah. Need some 6-pin and 8-pin connectors to make a cable to put a GPU in your server? I don't know anything about that. Does it have to be a today kind of thing? Because I have the other one that went to... That's the thing. I think you might be better off buying some generic ones on Amazon, and then you'll have, like, spares. So the way I did this is at Goodwill, there was, like, a bag of random power cables at one point, and I just bought it. So I had a bunch of, like, spare garbage power cables, and I've been using them as, like, scrap wire and stuff. But, yeah, I did use one for it. But, yeah, I would maybe look on Amazon or something for, like, just a generic Corsair set or something, and then you can repin that. But yeah, if absolute worst case, that one could be used for that. So I'll leave that out so I know where it is. Stab self with cable. Thought you had to leave, Dogface. But all right, fine. Incapable of multitasking. Okay, that's not leaving then. Gullies with Mass just did a... It's going to slam a spare 1080 in the Dell and have Ubuntu KVM so you can restream off of real internet connection. Oh. Get here with a logic, yeah. Oh boy. That would have some complications. Let me, again... once the ink is dry on a new lease, I might be able to get Google Fiber here. Iceland, you're slightly late here. one of these is proven to work. It might be the bottom one. I do have another two, a regular Simon and a pocket Simon over there that do work. But yeah, we spent today trying to get these repaired. So, you like modding your retro computer with a Pi? No, absolutely not. No, I kind of think Pi, like, card add-on things are a little weird. I don't know. I don't like software-defined hardware in that way. I mean, if that's what it's going to take to keep the stuff going, yes, it's good. But if I can, I will stick to original hardware. Usually things like sound cards and stuff, although I have a dead Pro Audio Spectrum back there, but usually they're fine, and you can repair and maintain them. So Blue SCSI, I don't have a single Blue SCSI in use anywhere. The only one I have that we built on stream, I still haven't actually got to work with anything, and I'm pretty sure it's my fault. I think it needs to be used with basically only a Mac. Or did we get it working with a Mac? You know what? We might have got it working with the Mac Classic. Willing to up my tier 3 sub from 25 to 75. Get better than Pt2 stream. So, even, oh my gosh, it's really not a thing that money can solve. That's the problem. It's just not. Well, I'm okay. Other than going with Cox Internet, which is going to be like $250 a month because I'm in an office. So it's just awful. The internet availability options. And then again, the reliability is going to be terrible. Because they say like, oh, it's business internet for, higher reliability. But then they literally have an upcharge add-on to make it more reliable. I'm not kidding. Direct cash contributions are allowed in politics. They're allowed here too. I mean, you can go to wiki.techtangents/support to see all the direct support options. There are actually. Yeah, the fact that you need to sign a long-term contract. Yeah, that's another problem right now. Tomorrow, even if I won, it would have to be like $5 billion before I'd still consider sacrificing my morals to giving Cox money. But even if I won $5 billion, it still wouldn't necessarily make sense for me to sign the contract because maybe I don't stay here. I don't know. So, I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think Black Jam's right. If I won the $5 billion, I should lobby a politician to, get the internet monopoly disbanded. There we go. Have 4-hour SLA on your... Oh, I was thinking printer kind. Jeez. At that point, you could build a studio in your backyard? Yeah. Did I just start your GoFundMe then for Cox? Wait, to buy them and then destroy the company from the inside? Actually, it'd be fun. Just buy them and then publicly publish how much they lied about the Gigablast rollout. That would work. I would be happy with that. Start with APS. I feel like that's a little bit more difficult to blame for being a monopoly. Like, power is a lot more complicated than internet. Up to 1 gigabit gives me 35 megabits per second up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, that was pure deceptive marketing. Yeah, Sanity's right. It would be they started asking for $1,500 compensation, $500 if we returned the modem. Wow. You raged at them? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we should probably wrap it up. Hold on. I want to see if I got an email. Dogface would know if I did or not, actually. Doesn't look like so. Was kind of hoping I would, but oh well. Never. Dogface, actually, we should probably wrap it up sooner than 2 p.m. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do you all a favor here. That way I stop getting complaints. Because I think I know of a way of doing this. Hold on. If I do this, okay, and then I go to this, and then I do this, and then I scroll whoop, down to this, and then that. That's not it. That. There we go. I click. So OBS like AAC or PCM more? I don't know. We'll try PCM. That was working before. All right, there. And close that. Okay, there we go. Oh, man. All right. No big deal in the end. At least they do. Okay. 1025. Home modem might be either super high up or super low on the upstream. So I'll say this. My home modem is now currently sitting on a fan, so that's not it. The one thing I did not do was restart it before I left today, so that might be the problem. Tomorrow I will turn it off and on again. I even put it on an X10 controller to make that even easier. Matter of fact, I saw my X10 clock while I was looking for the blip, and I was thinking it might be kind of nice to have the internet turn off and then on again at like 4 a.m. using the X10 clock. Just so that it automatically reboots every day. So bad. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and roll the outro here. That, since I can actually control the server right now. And then worst case, it'll just end on its own automatically. So, it's outro time. There we go. All right. Yeah, that was a mixed bag today. I'm pretty sure we fully repaired all of the actual issues with the other one. Keep live streams break too, but 4K video is fine. Well, it's I don't know. Ever gonna get a Twitter free outro? Really, just stop complaining about it. Just please. It's the coolest streams. I'll take you. Well, I'm stuff to make an interesting stream. I mean, we've been doing that. We're gonna do more server stuff tomorrow. We're doing that. I don't stream at home though, so. Where's your 100K redemption for a dedicated system? It's removed because it was abused. Additionally, it's really, really too much to like dedicate a whole stream to stuff like that. Anyway, yeah, next Friday we'll take a crack at the last Super Simon. We got one working. I'm happy with that. It's possible the other one worked. No, it didn't work. That's right. I couldn't remember. I thought, like, was there one working Super Simon? But no, I don't think there was. And then there was the sealed one. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it. So, thank you all for coming here and hanging out. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a thing here. That's the, no, not that. I want that. And then this, and then this, and then, wait a minute. That's weird. Okay. There are 2 thumbs up on it, Dogface. That's strange. Anyway, wait, why is this wrong? Hold on, what happened? Wait a minute. Something went wonky. Did I do the wrong description? Add description. No. Hold on. Okay, I was gonna release a video right now, but apparently something went weird. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at home, actually, because the description's wrong for some reason. Unlisted, yeah, but it's got 3 thumbs up for some reason. Anyway, alright, doesn't matter. Thinking I have an NDA regarding the Janko's gift. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna call it there. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. Oh yeah, support, shirt, Patreon. There'll be a video in like an hour.